Oh damn, that's why I couldn't hear myself. I had myself on mute. What's happening, people? Oh damn, that's why. I was wondering why I couldn't hear my damn self. That's why I was on mute. What's going on, people? Sorry about that. No, y'all like, why the fuck she ain't talking? What's going on, people? Y'all already know who it is. It's your favorite gamer girl, Crunker at 7-Eleven. Back, finally. New video, podcast, episode 5. Let's talk about NBA Live 18, my review. Talk about the NBA season starting, and we're gonna talk about the NFL Anthem protest situation and some of the games that's been going on. I know y'all like, damn, where you been at? Man, I've been sick this week. Um, and also I just been chilling, man. I've been sick, really, to be honest with you. I've been sick all week. I hardly was on my PlayStation this week. Um, I've been I've been mostly playing my 3DS in the bed. Been playing some Bravely Default. I got about I think about 4 hours in, 3.5, 4 hours in that joint, off and on. Um, about off and on playing that joint. But that's really what I've been doing. I ain't really been playing too much. Been not on the PS4 anyway. I cut it on and cut it back off. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't really in a mood to be doing anything. But yeah, man. I'm glad y'all come through. Glad y'all enjoy the videos I was been posting. I have been watching and seeing the comments and stuff like that. So thanks for everybody for still watching the streams and whatnot. I'm back at it. I'm gonna be streaming some Watch Dogs too. Of course, NBA Live. Since I don't have NBA 2K18, I'll probably start back streaming some 2K17, some Madden 18, and also what else I've been playing? Metal Gear Solid. You know that was a PlayStation Plus game. I'm probably going to start streaming some of that and knocking a lot of some of these old ass games out of the park, man, for the rest of the year. I got a nice little backlog. Still need to beat the. I'm at the end of Persona. Um, Still need to beat what else I need to beat? It's a couple joints. Some Telltale games, and it's a lot of shit I need to beat. But let's talk about my review for NBA Live 18. So I put my actual article up on it's on shittack.com. I'm gonna put the link in the description so y'all can actually watch it. I'm not I said watch it, so y'all can actually read it. Um it's not that much for you to read, but it's pretty in depth. I gave the game a 7.5. What? Not a 7.5. I gave it a 7. And I'm gonna let y'all know why. Basically, I've been playing the game since it came out. Like I told you, I got a review copy. Um, the game, I would say, from my first impressions to how I feel about it now, is a little bit worse. And I'm gonna give y'all a reason why. So with NBA Live, it made great strides this year because I even named the actual review. It's comeback season and EA is starting to get its footing, which is true. This game is tons better than any game they've put out so far this generation. Is it better than 2K? Hell no. It's not even better than 2K17. It's far from that. But is it better when it comes to their franchise at this generation? Yes. Um, and I broke it down into graphics and gameplay, um, presentation, commentary, game modes, and then the actual other game modes that I feel like really didn't, you know what I'm saying, live up to what I thought they were. So let's break this down. First off, gameplay and graphics. The foundation is laid out, but it could use some improvements. And what do I mean about improvements? This game has a lot of flaws, man. A lot. When I say a lot of flaws, a lot of flaws. When it comes to actual like passing the ball, Switch version. I don't know, man. I heard the Switch version is alright, but I don't know for sure how good the Switch version is. I don't own the Switch, and I actually wish I did because I want to play Mario Odyssey. Like that's like one of my most anticipated games this year. But I don't have Mario Odyssey and I don't have a Switch. I mean, I don't have the Odyssey, but I don't have a Switch. So I wouldn't know how 2K plays on it. Um, but for me and for the system that I have, which is a PS4, I gave the game a 7. So let's break this thing down. All right, when it comes to gameplay has really stepped up this year, but they still got a lot of things they need to fix. I still feel like defense is way too dependent on L2, just like I did with NBA 2K18. I hated how you had to play that stopgap defense with L2 all the time, and it just didn't feel as fluid as it needed to be. They got rid of that 2K18 from the prelude that I played, which was awesome because I'm a defensive person. I love playing defense. Um, I love playing. I love doing the opposite of what everybody else loves to do. Everybody likes to dunk and do all that crazy shit. I'm more of a give me the ball, pick and roll, and pass. Like I'm a pass. I love to pass and I like to play defense. So, and when I get a point guard, I never get a point guard who can like shoot mad threes and just go off. I'm more of a person who likes to do pick and roll, passing out of lane, in and out of lanes, and if I need to score, I'll score. So have to give it to 2K. The whole game is on the Switch. 2K does what EA Sports won't do for Switch owners. Yeah, man. I always hope that 2K and other platforms like would go to the Switch. To give people who only have a Switch that you know what I'm saying that breathing room to have third party. It's always good to have third party on all of the consoles, man. And Nintendo just wasn't getting it. But now that Nintendo Switch is selling, these third party people have no choice but to put their games on the Switch, no matter how it runs. So if it's running 30 frames per second, oh well, it's gonna have to run 30 because there's people out there and there's consumers out there that are buying Switches at a rapid pace, and they need to give the people what they want. So hopefully the people over there that are actually do own a Switch are actually buying third party games on the Switch. Because if they're making games for the Switch, but ain't nobody buying them, that's not good. So it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? The people who have Switches have to buy the games, and the developers need to put games on it, but they don't need to put games on it. You know what I'm saying? That's always been Nintendo's Achilles heel for these past what three generations, I believe. That they just have a problem with getting third party, and I still feel like third party is an essential part of a console's identity. You know what I'm saying, to the masses. Uh, and I still think NBA Live should be able to run on the Switch. If 2K can run on the Switch, NBA Live can run on the damn Switch. EA is missing out on that money, man. They should bring that joint to the Switch. If Live can be on the Switch, 2K. If 2K can be on the Switch, Live should be on the Switch. But gameplay wise, NBA Live, I give it about a 6.5 to a 7. Gameplay wise, I hate the floaty passing that's on the game. Like when you or I hate the fact like the little it's a little bit seems like latency when you try to steal the ball. It's hard as hell to steal the ball in this game, and when you do steal the ball, the steal animations sometimes get in the way. Yeah, Madden should have been on the Switch too. If 2K18 can be on the Switch, Madden and all the other games should be on the Switch too. Even if it's a downgraded version, I still would want it on there. Um, Gameplay wise, anything else I hated about NBA Live that one thing about NBA Live that I can't stand gameplay wise is when you throw an alley oop, some of the men don't keep running towards the rim. It seems like they stop and they'll look at the ball drop, and that shit's it's so annoying, yo. Like that joint is super duper annoying. Um, when they stop running for the alley oop. Um, let's see. The offense is pretty fluid. Dribbling is not bad at all. Uh, I do like The fact that I done gotten used to calling a pick now, and how you have to hold a button, and it's a lot of stuff you have to do manual. It's a little different from 2K, but it wasn't much for me to get the lingo with it or whatever and figure things out. I still don't know how to do a self alley oop yet. I still haven't been able to do that yet. I don't know why I can't do it, but and my dude's dunking is like a 65, and that was like it's like two joints that I need to get, and I can't get it because my guy can't dunk. Like only way he'll dunk is if it's like a fast break and I'm by myself and nobody's around me, and then he'll dunk. Um, Another thing gameplay wise I do not like about this game is the fact that I hate I really really hate this. When you going up for like a layup or something like that, and when you extremely cold and you missing layups by yourself, like when you're cold on this game, you are really 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 cold. Like sometimes you'll be so cold where you can't hit a layup, a fast break layup. Um, and then when you really hot, it seems like you can't miss nothing. Like I understand that, but when you really cold, you can't even hit a layup. That shit gets really annoying. I don't know if they fixed that or not. I know one thing I ran into playing the game. You're a 91. Oh, okay, I am a 90. What on? I think I'm a 98, I believe. But that's because of different traits that I got on me. Like, 'cause when you change your traits out, your overall goes up or down. So if you got a bunch of silver traits, your traits ain't gonna be that high. I got every trait for my character except for two, and the ones I don't got is the ones that have to do with dunking. So I'm working real hard to try to get those, but it's gonna take a while because I may dunk once every 10 games because I don't leak out a lot and dunk. You know what I'm saying? Dunk on people like that. I'm not. That's not my game. So, but think what's something else I don't like about the gameplay? Um, Defense. I've gotten used to the defense, but it's just I would rather not be so dependent on L2. Um, Graphics wise, the game it differs between each character. But I will say that the courts. You talking about 2K17? No, I'm talking no, not 2K17, 18. I'm talking about NBA Live right now. I don't own 2K7, not 17. I don't own 2K18 right now. I'm actually about to start a Patreon in the next few weeks so people can donate and I'll be able to get 2K. Because of circumstances, you know what I'm saying, dealing with my mom or whatever. Uh, but I haven't worked I think maybe what almost a year now because of my mom is sick, in a situation dealing with her. So I'm a stay at home caregiver or whatever you want to call it. So I'm not working right now. So but yeah, I'm gonna put that in a whole nother video. I'm gonna start a Patreon and all that shit. So I'll be able to try to get games or whatever. But anyways, neither here nor there. NBA Live. Um, what's another thing that I can't? Oh, I was talking about graphics. Graphics, the faces look meh. They look okay. Some faces look better than others. I hated that they took away customization. I hate that they did that. Like NBA Live and 2K took away your customization with your faces and stuff like that. And NBA Live like really just if you don't do game face, like they really just took everything away. Yeah, man, she's strong, man. My mom has kidney failure, and she's had it since I was a freshman, sophomore in college. So that was like 2007, maybe 2007, early 2008. I mean, not early, like early 2007, late 2008. So she's had it for a very long time. But my mom's getting older, and you know how that goes. So, um, the courts the courts look really good. Like the courts, I think are the best thing about this game. Presentation wise, this game is amazing. The actual halftime show, I feel is way better than 2K's. I love their halftime show. They're sure, sure cool, sure cool. Yeah, man. Um, the presentation for live is really good, and that's something that I think they can build on. I also think that they can build on facial recognition They did have a step up this year on certain players, so I'm thinking that these next few years that they can, grow. I think their accessories look good, shoes look good, clothes look good. I don't think they have enough variety of different color clothing, but I do think that they have enough shoes in the game to be able to, diddle daddle and figure something out with the clothing. Um, Let me see. Anything else with? Oh, I hate Jalen Rose's voice at the halftime. I don't know why. He just doesn't fit the halftime. I do not like the commentary while the game is going. The commentary gets so boring. They say the same things. They just had a patch to change some of the commentary, but to update the commentary. But the commentary is so dry. Dry is just real dry. Um, the best thing about this game that's like blows you away are the street courts and the actual courts themselves, like the actual real NBA courts. Those look spectacular. I think, in my opinion, the NBA live courts, when it deals with like pro am or streets or whatever, look better than 2K's courts. I think I think 2K has a overall better league play with pro am and all the other shit with the streets. But when it comes to the actual presentation, it looks better. The street part of the game looks better. Um, the way you build your man up is better in my opinion. The only thing about NBA Live is when you build your guy up, it's so easy to do. I think in 2 weeks my guy was like a 94 overall. Which I got kind of bored kind of fast, but the leagues, like, well, not the league, the one actually kept me going, and, kept me motivated to play the game because it's so fun. Um, Other game modes, I just spoke about the league. It's basically the league and the streets. The league portion of this game is so boring. My NBA 2K's my career is still king, guys. Believe me. When you play in the league, do not play. Do not don't even like. I know some people who don't even play the league on NBA Live because it's trash. It's boring. It's basically like franchise mode, and it's like nothing like really pushing you. The streets is where the game shines at the most. The streets is what I enjoyed the most. Um, from the 5-on-5 pro am joints, well, kind of like pro am, but not for sure pro am, to like what's the name of the mode? Pro Tour, I think that's the name of the Pro Tour modes. The actual modes where you do certain things and you get loot crates for like a day or two. Those joints are fun too. Them actually the ones that keep you busy because you get like 10, like 5 or 10 loot crates, and everything goes away in like a day. So sometimes it'd be like a day or two. Sometimes it'd be hours. Oh yeah, it's like community challenges. You can play community challenges where you can play people like K Spade. I think iPod, like some of the big YouTubers that were 2K guys. They came to live and they put them as a community. Put them in as like these like community challenges or whatever, which was dope. And it's always something new to open when it comes to loot crates, which I think is real cool. And now the NBA season is starting, so they probably gonna add a whole lot more to the game when it comes to that. Um, I also love there's no VC in this game. So, and if you want to build your guy up, the way y'all sub to me, I'll sub back. That's what's up, man. Nah, but yeah, man. I was really, really, really feeling live this year, yo. One thing that I do not like, they got a lot of modes that are just flyover modes. The WNBA mode is trash. Franchise mode is trash. The Ultimate Team mode is trash. And that's really the bulk of why this game got the grade that it got, which is a 7. It should be like a 6.5 or a 7. Is because the WNBA mode is basically a versus mode. You can't go online and play anybody. The only thing you can do is like couch co-op. You can't play a season. and you can't create a chick and send her to the streets, which I think is stupid. You can't play like you can't even play a season with the WNBA chicks. I was really wanting to do that, and to be honest, when you play with the WNBA, it's straight X's and O's. There's no like overly dunking and all kinds of crazy shit. It's basically like old school basketball X's and O's. And but that also shows the effects of the downgrade for the gameplay wise. Like the when you pass the ball and how it's the floaty passes and other things like that. It really shows itself with the WNBA mode. Franchise mode is just I don't know, man. Franchise mode just seems empty, um, not well thought out. Ultimate Team is the same, and I'm disappointed with Ultimate Team because if y'all notice, I'm a huge Ultimate Team fan when it comes to Madden. Madden and FIFA have the best Ultimate Team of any sports title. EA is king at Ultimate Team, so I do not get why UFC and NBA Live have trash Ultimate Teams. I do not. I do not get it. I don't know why. Um. So I'm just I don't know why they have trash ass Ultimate Teams. Um. But that's a travesty because they're known for having really good Ultimate Teams. The FIFA Ultimate Team, freaking and their Madden Ultimate Team is king. Um. There's no like I said. There's no VC, which is a good thing. The loot crate system is dope. The streets is really dope. They need to continue building upon what they got right now with the streets because I think the streets can be something really good for people who want to play more than one basketball game a year, just not 2K, but play other games. um and yeah, man, I like I said, I gave the game a 7.5. Maybe I should give it maybe a 7.5, but that's it, man. NBA Live is not a bad game for sure. It's not bad, especially when you play the streets portion of the game. When you play the league version or head to head, that's when I feel like the game is trash. But playing the streets is really giving me faith that they got something with the streets. I don't know what they got with that. I wish they would just take that mode and make NBA Street Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4 again, because it would work. But I I don't think EA is into the whole arcade type basketball, football games anymore, which is something I think we need right now because there's so much simulation stuff out. There's nothing arcade for people to play anymore. EA Big is so needed right now, but we'll see. We'll see down the line, man. But like I said, NBA Live 18 review will be in the description. Make sure y'all check out sheattack.com. False Layer, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check out the website. It'll be on there. I put it up yesterday, so hopefully y'all read the article and let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Next up, the NBA season started this week, and I was watching some of the games. Um, I watched Lonzo Ball with a dud. Man, Patrick Beverly got in Lonzo Ball ass his first game. And then his second game, he went off against Drew Bledsoe. So people were like, oh, you're a hater, you're a hater, you're a hater. No, I'm not a hater of Lonzo Ball. I'm just a realist. I'm not finna hop on nobody's bandwagon because they played one great game against a trash ass team. Suns are fucking trash. Do I think Lonzo Ball is trash? No. But do I think he's the great magic hope of the Lakers? I don't know about that either. I'm keeping it honest. Uh, Go Cavs. Hey man, LeBron been going ham, yo. The first game of the season with the Cavs and the Celtics was amazing. That was a really good game, but I pray for Gordon Hayward ankle though, man. That shit looked nasty, man. Um, I'm hoping he can come back hopefully before the playoffs, but I don't think that shit gonna happen. I think he out. I think that man out for the season, yo. I think he probably ain't coming back till sometime next year around this time. So Kyrie is pretty much gonna have to lean on some rookies and a couple other folks because he on his own, man. He ain't got too many there. D Rose got hurt. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, D Rose got hurt too, but a lot of niggas, I knew D Rose was gonna get hurt, man. Getting hurt is in that man's DNA, y'all. Another good game. Bron versus the Greek Freak last night. That was a really good game. Yo, that was the Milwaukee Bucks are a team on the rise, man. I keep telling people, especially in the East. The East is trash this year. So it's a lot of teams to look out for. The Wizards, freaking of course the Cavs, the Celtics, and Milwaukee Bucks, the Miami Heat. It's a lot of teams that are very young that I feel like can do something in the next couple of years. Even my Sixers, man, we lost two, but for the two games that we lost, I think we did very well in. Ben Simmons had a double double. So I keep for the people who think Lonzo Ball gonna have it so easy getting that rookie of the year, y'all better watch out for Ben Simmons because he got two double doubles in two games. Um, got two double doubles, and then the Greek Freak try to compare himself to LeBron. I mean, I could compare him to LeBron, but comparable as in play, or comparable as in the titles, because Greek Freak he's still a pretty not unwell known player like that. A lot of people don't know about Greek Freak like that. Um, but and then he's on a team that's not really that good. I ain't gonna say not really that good, but not really that well known. The Milwaukee Bucks aren't known being a great fucking team like that. They only known for like Greg Monroe and a couple other players. But a lot of people don't really know about Milwaukee, man. Milwaukee is pretty good, man. They're very young. They're very lanky. They're a very long team. Um, but he gave LeBron all he can handle last night. It was a real good game. Well, my Sixers are 0-2 right now. Embiid had a terrible game. We lost it in the fourth quarter. We had them up by like 7 in the third, and the fourth quarter came down, and we just collapsed. Um, but I think Markel Fultz is gonna figure it out before the end of the year. Embiid had a terrible game, of course, like I just said. Sark had mad offensive fouls. He was in foul trouble. We're a young team. I think we're gonna grow, but I'm happy that JJ Redick and Amir Johnson are there because they're not satisfied with Ben Simmons just getting a double double. They're pissed because they're not winning, and that's a good thing when it comes to a young team. You got to have veterans that are not there to waste their times. They're there to win, and that's gonna make these young players want to win too. Oh no, I knew he's not going to the Lakers right now. He's not going to the Lakers. Lakers, they got a lot to prove to him. I don't even think LeBron is ever going to go to the West. It's too easy for him to get to the finals in the East. Why would he go to the West where he got to work? I wouldn't. If I were LeBron, I would never go to the Western Conference ever. He can go, he can carry a team in the East by himself. I would never go to the West where I would have to actually work and play all them games and actually have competition. I would never. I would never. Mm-mm. And then Paul George done went over there. A lot of big players done went to the West, man. They left the East and went to the West. I'm like, ah, I'm good. Ben Simmons better watch out for Dennis. Oh, I said that Dennis Smith. Dennis Smith Jr. is gonna be a problem. Dennis Smith Jr., De'Aaron Fox, old boy from Charlotte, Malik Monk. I think Malik Monk is gonna be good too for Charlotte. He's gonna be a really really good shooter in his league once he figures it out. It's gonna be a lot of players I believe that's gonna be able to be better than Lonzo Ball. For I think Ben Simmons down the line will be a better player than Lonzo Ball. Even somebody like a Jason Tatum. But only time will tell, man. Because Lonzo is a very talented kid, but I don't know if he cash and checks his dad and put on him that hopefully he can cash, man, because his dad put a lot of pressure on him. And a lot of these point guards in the West is not gonna take kindly to his daddy and him talking shit. Like I can't wait till he go up against guys like Chris Paul, Westbrook, um, freaking Spurs. What's his name? Tony Parker from the Spurs, Steph Curry. A lot of them guys is gonna light his ass up. I'm just being real with you. Westbrook and Steph Curry and them boys are gonna light Lonzo Ball's ass up. It all depends on what he does back to him though. How does he respond? Because he didn't respond very well to Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly was on him like white on rice, man. That man wasn't letting him do nothing. Like he couldn't really do nothing, man. Even when he tried to shoot, or only thing he really did was he rebounded pretty well. Yeah, the I think MVP race is too close to call because the season just started. But so far, this has been a really good, interesting first couple of games of the season, man. Seeing where these boys, what they've been doing, how they looking, how the teams are looking. OKC is looking fire. I'm waiting to see how some of their games is gonna look for the rest of the season. Cause today, let me see what the day is. Today the 21st. So the Sixers and the Raptors are gonna play. The Magic and the Cavaliers are gonna play. Pacers and the Heat are gonna play. Pistons and the Knicks. Spurs and the Bulls. The Mavericks and the Rockets. The Warriors and the Grizzlies. Trailblazers and the Bucks. Kings against the Nets. And Melo don't play at 9 o'clock. I might watch that game. And Suns and the Clippers. Oh, and just so y'all know, man, shouts out to my boy Sindarius Thornwell. Scored his first points in the NBA game the other night with the Clippers. He played against the Lakers. He played in the fourth quarter, I think, with about 3 or 4 minutes left on the clock. He scored 3 points. You know what I'm saying? He scored his first buckets as a actual NBA player. So I'm proud of him. And if y'all don't know, I actually know Sindarius Thornwell. He got drafted in the second round of the NBA playoffs this year. I mean, not NBA playoffs, NBA draft this year. I actually know him personally. He used to live right behind me in the hood. When I stayed in the hood, he used to live right behind me. I remember him as a little boy, so I'm really proud of him. Shouts out to him. That's what's up, yo. Like, yo, I'm honestly, hopefully, I'll have 2K18 before January. I'm trying to see if I can finesse it by Christmas. But if not, January I should be able to get 2K18 and I'll be able to stream that or whatever. So we talked about the NBA, and let me see anything. What matter of fact, what y'all talking about? What's good with y'all sports wise? Before I get to the NFL, I talked about Lonzo Ball, Ben Simmons. Talked about Greek Freak and the Cavs playing, Celtics playing. Um, Houston Rockets had a really good game the other day when they beat the Warriors. That was a really good game. See, I talked about Embiid. Oh, Porzingis, Porzingis looked really good against OKC. Uh, oh nah, he wasn't playing. Man, Patrick Beverly wasn't playing dirty, man. He was playing him like he's supposed to play him. That's how you welcome a rookie to the NBA, dog. When your father talks so much shit, when your father talks so much shit, man, and puts that pressure on you, a lot of these NBA guys hear that shit. And they say they don't care, but they do care. Patrick Beverly gave him a welcome to the NBA nudge. That's all he gave him, man. And he told him after the game why he did it. He was like, man, I respect you, but yo, I play you like I play everybody else. I'm playing you hard like I play everybody else, man. Patrick Beverly is that guy nobody wants to play against, man, because he is. Whew, Beverly is just a defensive god, man. That man just he be in your grill 24/7. They had too much turnovers against OKC. Yeah, they did have too many turnovers. Same thing with my Sixers. Sixers had way too many turnovers. When we played the Celtics, we could have beat them boys. We really had a chance to beat the Celtics. We let them get hot in the fourth quarter, and we kept turning the ball over, and we kept getting unnecessary offensive and defensive fouls. They kept traveling, and they just had it was just a sloppy night, just a very sloppy night for the Sixers. Um, and you can't be turning the ball over so much and think you're gonna win. Um, that's a no no. That's a huge no-no when it comes to when it comes to anything. You can't turn the ball over. So now to the NFL anthem. So the players and Roger Goodell and the owners met up, I think in New York City this week, basically about the whole kneeling situation. And the Rockets versus Golden State. Oh, I talked about that. The Rockets versus Golden State was a really good game. The Rockets, this is one thing I keep telling people. Don't try to outscore Golden State, man. You can't be going 3 for 3 just straight jumpers. They almost lost that game by trying to score with them. They're gonna have to be able to play defense. You just can't be throwing up threes and trying to outscore Golden State. You have to make them miss a lot of shots. And you have to play really, really good defense, a team oriented defense against them guys. And you have to move the ball, which is why I'm kind of glad they got Chris Paul. Um, James Harden won't have to do so much. They won't have to do so much isolation basketball plays and stuff like that. So they can move the ball around some because Chris Paul like to pass the ball. Um, but thing is, last year James Harden had a bulk of the time dribbling the ball up. Because Patrick Beverly, you know what I'm saying, was cool, but he wasn't really no offensive threat. He was more defense. Chris Paul is a little bit of both. And he's got to get used to his new role because they don't need Chris Paul to do a whole lot to manage their team. And then plus they play so much up and down basketball to where I think Chris Paul got to get used to the pacing. But other than that, I don't think it was a bad game at all. Rockets and Golden State was a really good game. Um, Both teams have a lot to prove this year. I think the Rockets probably gonna make conference finals, but we'll see. It's gonna be between if you ask me, it's gonna be between 4 teams, top tier teams. OKC, Rockets, Spurs, like always, and freaking Golden State. I think those are gonna be the top 4 teams in West this year. And it's gonna be one hell of a playoffs, man. Whoever make it, it's just gonna be one hell of a playoff. Um, so yeah, we're gonna flip to NFL. We'll talk about the whole kneeling situation real quick, and then we're gonna talk about some of the games coming up. Um, like I said, the NFL players met in New York, met with the owners. I think Jerry Jones and a couple of other owners had came. And basically a whole kneeling situation. If y'all know, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm a libertarian. I vote for whoever I feel is best for me. I don't vote pretty much by party, even though I kind of agree more on with a Democrat than I do Republican. I don't call myself either or. I call myself a libertarian. Um, I'm fine with the kneeling. Some people are disgusted and they're disrespecting the flag or whatever. But for me, honestly, I don't care about them kneeling because I understand why they're doing it. And I also understand that there's people that I know who are actual military and people that I actually know that I know myself who are fine with them because of the cause that they're trying to bring to the forefront. The cause that Colin Kaepernick started last year has rooted itself in President Trump made it worse when he called them sons of bitches. And it made it a whole lot worse, and a whole lot more players kneeled. Um, and then it went from that to you better stand up, and you're not patriotic if you don't put your hand over your heart and stand for the flag and all this crazy stuff. And it was never about that. And I think Tommy Lauren went on Fox News saying probably all of the players probably don't even know why they're kneeling. And I'm like, you are so fucking ignorant when you say shit like that. And the thing is, if there's a lot of places where you can find out why players are kneeling. Even Eric, what's his name? Eric Reed, I think that's his name for the 49ers, who was an actual guy who actually kneeled with Colin Kaepernick. When he started to kneel for the 49ers, he went on The View like maybe 2 weeks ago, and he told people why they're kneeling, the specific reason why they're kneeling, and some of the things that they want know what I'm saying, different legislation, wanting to get programs started for the youth, and they want in black on black crime and women's rights. It's a lot of things these players want to fight for. NFL has no choice but to listen. They have to because the president of the United States initiated this shit. He put his mouth in his foot. A lot of them and a lot of Americans are like, oh, I don't like the protest. They need to protest somewhere else. You can't tell other people where they should and should not protest. Why they should or should not protest, and where they should or should not protest at. That's not up to you to tell me where I need to protest at, what's right or wrong for me to protest, and where I should protest it at. If you won't have solutions, that's different. But and nobody loves a protest. Protests are never supposed to be liked or loved. And I think people gets it twisted where they're supposed to like a protest. No. Protest is supposed to be uncomfortable. A protest is supposed to make you feel a type of way and make you feel uncomfortable. So I'm glad they're kneeling, and I'm glad that they're making white America and people who don't look like me feel uncomfortable. That's what a protest is supposed to be about. Um, it's to me it's a quiet protest at that. None of them are saying a word. None of them are beating their wives. None of them are getting drug offenses or crazy shit like that. Like it's like the shit that y'all should be worried about that these NFL players are doing. You didn't care. A lot of these people don't even care about what they're protesting. The only thing they care about is because they're protesting against the flag and they're protesting against the national anthem. If they never did any of that shit, none of you would care about the reasons why they're protesting. Some of you don't even care now. So like it's so annoying, and like I just wish people would get it through their head why they're doing this. And if of course you don't have to agree with it, but if you don't agree with it, don't watch. I'm upset that Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job, but you know what? I'm not watching the games when it comes to like actually going on to the actual TV and changing the game and giving them any of my money. Straight fire stick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving them no bread. I'm streaming on websites. Like I'm not giving them no bread, no views, none of that. I'm not giving him nothing, yo, because I feel like they blackball that man, and he's better than almost every backup on every team in the NFL. He's that Colin Kaepernick is better than goddamn Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler is fucking trash. That dude is trash. They got that man out of retirement, man. He probably wasn't even thinking about the NFL. And they brought him $2 million, and it was like, well, here you go. Like, he had his money, and he thinking to himself, shit, I ain't got to win nothing. I need to just play and get $2 million and be good. So, but yeah, that's my whole little NFL rant. They're supposed to be coming back and meeting again for the whole kneeling. Roger Goodell isn't making the players kneel. He would like for them to kneel, but like I told people, you can't make the players do something they don't want to do because there's a collective bargaining agreement, and they don't have to. It's just So let's talk about a few games. Um, the Chiefs versus the Raiders. Yo, the Chiefs versus the Raiders was an absolute fantastic game. The Raiders showed a lot of heart, scored 10 unanswered points in the fourth quarter, and won the game with the last like 5 seconds on the clock. Great game. Really, really, really good game, man. Let me go back. What week are we in? Week 5. I need to see week 6. They don't got week 6 up here? Oh man. I was trying to find week 6, but I guess we can talk about some of the games that's coming up. The Buccaneers and the Bills. Um I would say the Bills, but I don't know. Buccaneers aren't too trash, but they just trash enough. Panthers at Bears. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. Titans and the Browns. OMG. The Browns is gonna be 0-7. So I'm gonna go with them Titans. Shout out to Jack Moore Johnny. Saints and the Packers. Oof. Shouts out to Aaron Rodgers, man. But Saints might win that game without him. Jaguars and the Colts. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. And shouts out to my Rams too, man. My St. Louis Rams beat the Jaguars last week. It was a really good game. Should have beaten worse than what we did, but it was a really good game. Got back to form and what we do best: run the ball and pass the ball, and play pretty good defense. Even though we let they running back run a fucking circle around us at some points. We got a division game tomorrow against the Cardinals, which is the Rams. That's why I brought up the Rams. We play the Cardinals at 1 o'clock tomorrow, so I'm gonna be watching that game on my computer. So hopefully that's gonna be all. Conference games are always good games. With us, with me, the Rams, 49ers, Cardinals, and Seattle. Every time we play, it's gonna be a good game. So hopefully my Rams can pull through because we actually number one in the conference right now. We're number one. Ravens versus the Bears. I'm get I actually didn't watch that game. I didn't watch the Ravens versus the Bears last week. Um, but I heard it was an okay game. I didn't hear too much about it. Um, Let me see who else plays. The Jets and the Dolphins. Ugh, both trash ass teams. I don't know who gonna win on that one. The Ravens, they play the Minnesota Vikings. The Cowboys and the 49ers. I think the Cowboys gonna beat the shit out of the 49ers. Um, Seahawks and the Giants. I think the Seahawks gonna beat the Giants. And the Bengals and the Steelers. That's gonna be an interesting game. I don't know who gonna win that one. The Bengals are 2-3 right now, and the Steelers are 4-2. Broncos and the Chargers. I think Broncos probably gonna win that game. And the Falcons and the Patriots, man. I'm gonna go with the Patriots. And Redskins and the Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles on that one. The Eagles gonna be 6-1. The Bears won. Okay. See, I didn't watch that game last week, so I didn't know. Um, so let me see. Is there anything I missed? Um, the Lions and the Texans got a bye week, so I picked the Eagles to win, Patriots, Broncos, Steelers, Seattle, Cowboys, Ravens. I picked the Ravens to win. No, no, no. I picked the Vikings to win. Um, the Jets and Dolphins game is just gonna be trash all around. Of course, I picked my Rams to beat the Cardinals. Jaguars beat the Colts. Saints to beat the Packers. Titans to beat the Browns. I think the Bears are gonna lose against Panthers. The Buccaneers and the Bills is gonna be just trash game. Um, and the Chiefs versus the Raiders. I said that was a really good game. I think the Chiefs are very, very, they're a young team, but they got something with that running back they got, man. Hopefully he stays healthy for the rest of the season. And it's gonna be a really good half, like second half of the season. Second half of the NFL season is gonna be very interesting. Um, Let me see what else is going on in sports today. Uh, College football. I usually don't pay attention to college football till about January, December time. Uh, Let me see. I think the Yankees lost last night. The Dodgers are going to the World Series. Um, so I'm hoping that it's gonna be the Dodgers versus the Yankees, man. You know the Yankees is my team. I'll probably watch that game tonight too. So we'll see. Hopefully they can come through, but 3-3-3-3. So this is the final game, Game 7. It's win big or go home for my Yankees. So we gotta do what we gotta do. So, anyways, I want to thank y'all for coming through, for chilling with me, asking questions, um, getting in the comment section. I'm probably gonna have to fix this joint up where I was talking for like a minute and y'all couldn't hear me because I was on mute. But yeah, man, thanks for coming through. We talked about my NBA live review. We talked about the NBA season. About some of the players and some of the games. Also talked about the NFL Anthem protest situation that's going on. Um, Also, I think Jamil Hill comes back this week from her suspension from ESPN, which was fucking stupid. I think she comes back, so I'm gonna be watching her show and paying attention to her Twitter and see what she says. Cause I think she was on TMZ this morning at the airport. You know how they always catch niggas at the airport. But I'm looking forward to her coming back. I like Jamil Hill. I like her show. And I also like the fact that she speaks her mind on Twitter about things other than sports. Um, see what else is going on. I don't know, I may do another podcast sometime early next week, just talking about gaming stuff. Also, I'm going to stream tonight, so y'all can look forward to that. I will be streaming from now on. I'm gonna be streaming a little bit more. It's gonna be some older games though. Like I told y'all, it's gonna be some little bit of some older games since y'all know I'm not working right now. My Patreon isn't up and running right now. Um, yeah, the Christmas game is gonna be dope. The Christmas game is gonna be really, really good, Joe. Um, but for me, this after All Star break is when the real fun starts with the NBA. Right now, a lot of these games really don't matter. After the All Star break is really when shit is gonna hit the fan. Um, we're gonna see how teams um deal when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch up or trying to hold their spot when it comes to the playoffs. I'm praying, man. I'm praying that my team, my Sixers, can stay healthy and we can make it to the eighth spot. If we can win more than 30, if we can win 40 games this season, I'll be happy. I'll say it like that. If we can win 40 games, 45 games, I'll be happy. That's my between 30 and 45 games is my limit to like where I'll be happy at. If we can win those games, win a couple of games that's in the conference, in our division or whatever, I'll be fine. So, anyways, let me get a ball for here, man. I appreciate everybody who's gonna watch, everybody who's gonna preview and everything like that. Let me know what y'all think about some of the things I'm talking about. Also, y'all check out the review for NBA Live. I'm probably gonna be putting out more reviews soon of the games. Support your girl. Also, I'm going to PSX this year, so y'all support. I'm gonna be bringing y'all mad footage of that. Going to be in Anaheim this year. Shouts out to She Attack. Shouts out to my council brethren or whatever. And yeah, man, I'm out. I appreciate and love y'all for the support. And we gone. Power.